Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and it's time for another Instant Deck Tech. So even though it's Rivals of Ixalan week here in Instant Deck Land, it's still Fishbowl Thursday, and we're sticking to the theme, checking out another deck built around sweet new cards from Rivals of Ixalan. And today's deck is built around a combo that's probably the most talked about, most hyped, the one I've been emailed most about. Even though it's not necessarily competitive, it's more because the combo is one of the sweetest thing you can do with Rivals of Ixalan cards, and that is Polyraptor combo. However, this is Polyraptor combo with a bit of a twist. This is Polyraptor combo for Modern. Comes to us from Black Gold MTG Store, probably better known as Awesome Dude if you hang out in the Twitch chat. So congrats to Awesome Dude on submitting a super cool deck. If you want your own deck considered for a future episode of Fishbowl Thursday, make sure to leave a link in the comments, or you can send me an email, saffronolive@mtggoldfish.com. Anyway, let's break down Polyraptor Wombo combo for Modern. So we start off with Polyraptor itself, 8 mana dinosaur. It's a 5/5, has Enrage, where whenever it is dealt damage, you get a token that's a copy of Polyraptor. So the idea of this deck is to make a lot of Polyraptor. So how do we go about doing this? Well, the first part of the combo is pretty straightforward. We've talked about this in videos. It's pretty well known at this point. Forerunner the Empire, Dinosaur Tutor, 4 mana, 1/3 human. So enters the battlefield, you search for a dinosaur, put it on top of your deck. But then when a dinosaur enters the battlefield, you ping everything. So the idea here is, in theory, we can Forerunner the Empire up our Polyraptor. We play our Polyraptor. It pings everything thanks to Forerunner, which makes another Polyraptor, which pings everything thanks to Forerunner the Empire. But then we kind of run into a problem. After the third ping, Forerunner the Empire dies. And while we still get a bunch of Polyraptors, it's not that crazy. It's just kind of somewhat crazy. So the next piece of the puzzle to go really infinite is Ivy Lane Denizen. So this is not a combo piece that I had thought of, but it actually works really well. So 4 mana, you get a 2/3, but whenever another green creature enters the battlefield under your control, you can put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. So now with this assembled, what happens is when the Polyraptor comes into play with the Forerunner out, pings everything, we put a counter on the Forerunner of the Empire when the Polyraptor token enters the battlefield, then it pings everything again, which brings us from 2 Polyraptors to 4 Polyraptors, which means 2 more entering the battlefield, which means we get to put 2 counters on things. So at least one has to go on Forerunner of the Empires, but then one can go on something else. Then with the next ping, we get 4 Polyraptors, which means 4 green creatures, which means 4 counters, one of which needs to go on Forerunner of the Empires, but we can keep growing our other stuff as well. So the end result of this is many Polyraptors. Forerunner of the Empire never dies because we keep putting that counter on it, and we get really big creatures thanks to Ivy League Denizen. So this part of the combo, pretty straightforward. However, the twist here is we have a really consistent way of setting it up. So we can do this with Tooth and Nail. So Tooth and Nail, 7 mana sorcery, but it has Entwine. So instead of paying 7 mana, if we pay 9 mana, we get both of the card's effects. And what are the card's effects, you're wondering? Well, you can search for 2 creatures, reveal them, put them in your hand, or you can put 2 creatures from your hand into play. So if you play 9 mana, you search for 2 creatures and tutor them directly onto the battlefield, which means if we have some combo pieces, that's great, but we can just get our Forerunner and our Polyraptor, start the combo right there, get like 40 power and toughness or something, even with Forerunner dying. Or if we already have Forerunner, let's say, we can get Ivy League Denizen plus Polyraptor and go that way. So we can just tutor up our combo pieces really consistently with Tooth and Nail. We also have Primal Command as kind of a backup tutor. Also does other things, gain us life so we can stay alive, deals with non-creatures, hates the graveyard, but it also tutors up our tutors, our Dinosaur Tutor, our Forerunner, or our Polyraptor, or our Denizen, whatever we need. The other key part of all this is the ramp. So obviously Polyraptor, 8 mana. To cast an Entwine Tooth and Nail is 9 mana, so we need a lot of mana really quickly. For this, we turn to Arbor Elf with Utopia Sprawl and Fertile Ground. So get the enchantments on the lands, tap them for multiple mana, untap them, tap them again for multiple mana. It is just the fastest ramp package we have available in Modern, and when you're trying to cast 8 and 9 mana stuff, this is pretty much the only way to reliably get it done. We also have Courser of Crewfix and Harmonize. It's kind of like card advantage. Courser gains us life against aggro decks, blocks well, and make sure we aren't drawing too many lands, finding our action. Harmonize just draws us some cards. Lightning Bolt gives us just just a taste of removal to deal with those early game creatures. And then we do have the Blood Moons. Because of our ramp package, we can turn to a Blood Moon pretty easily. And then hopefully it just buys us enough time to actually set up our Tooth and Nails, our Polyraptors, all the crazy sweet stuff that we're trying to do. As far as the mana base, some fetch lands, some stopping grounds, a bunch of forests. We would really like to get our Utopia Sprawls and Fertile Grounds on forest to avoid Field of Ruin if we can, so tutor out a forest first. Also, a couple of mountains. Sideboard, we have Relic for graveyards, Ancient Grudge, Thrashing Brontodon, Creep and Corrosion, dealing with artifacts or artifacts and enchantments. Then we have Tireless Striker and Lost Legacy for more card advantage in grindy, slower matchups. And for aggro, Aggro of the Gods to sweep away a bunch of affinity creatures or tokens. Obstinate Baloth for more life gain, also good against like Liliana and other discard-based decks. And that is Polyraptor combo for Modern. And that's our instant deck tech for today. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.